what is up? Welcome to Queens of the Ring. Sarah will be in here momentarily. She's dealing with some technical issues, so I'm the honorary queen right now. So we're here with my co-host Denise. How you doing?
I'm doing good in yourself.
It's good when you're not trolling me for a change, so it must be nice.
Don't wait. Don't worry. It'll come. It'll come. You know this.
Anyway,
Mitchy Poo. His
oh
orange
my,
his Orange Cassidy's his favorite. He just won't admit it.
you're starting off like that?
Told you.
Just to give you guys a heads up, I cannot stand Orange Cassidy, so she like love her and Sarah keep on riveting. But yes, guys, we're here with two lovely guests from Off the Top Ropes podcast, Bianca and Binky. How you guys doing? How you girls doing?
We're doing great.
Definitely doing good.
That is awesome. I'm glad you guys could join us. I am really glad.
Thank you for having us here.
Of course, of course. In a couple of weeks, Sarah and Denise is going to hop on your guys' show, so I'm looking forward to that as well. There's going to be a lot of girls on that podcast. That's going to be crazy. So, hey, Denise, I'm going to start with you. What do you think about the John Cena and Randy Orton promo?
I mean, I liked it. It was just like it brought us back to Randy Orton and John Cena from years ago. We haven't seen them against each other in like how long, and we're finally getting it again. And they brought up the past. They brought up like not necessarily per se personal, but I mean, it got deep to where Randy's like, don't like we've known each other for how long? Like, don't bullshit me with this and everything. No, I mean, I loved it. It brought us back to that, and I'm excited for it.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Binky, what about you?
I actually enjoyed it. Well, I'll take that back. I actually enjoyed their segment.
Okay.
But as for the promo, let's see. I saw a little bit of it. To me, it's like okay, like as for John Cena, Randy Orton, they've been feuding for years. You know, we could take it back, you know, almost 20 years ago. You know, it started off, you know, and ever since then, and you know, it comes back, and that John Cena has won his 17th world title.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna defend it against Randy Orton at Backlash. Well, the card to me, I mean, it's okay, you know, but you know, it's two legends, duking it out. You know, it's a must see.
Hey, it looks like we got another one from Off the Top Ropes. Charlene, how you doing? How you doing?
Good. Yeah, doing good.
So really
Just got home
quick,
from work, so.
So really quick, I was just telling Binky and Bianca on how much I love your guys' show. Like your show is just
Thank you so
really
much.
great. I catch it when I can. I just love it. And who's your favorite wrestler, may I ask?
John Moxley, baby. My boy.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
That's something different.
that's my boy.
That is different.
Yeah,
Mostly I hear like a Roman Reigns, AJ, Bianca. I don't watch AEW, so it's just like John Moxley is something different for me.
yeah.
All right. So Charlene, Bianca,
Yes.
you want to finish your thought? Go
Yeah,
for it.
I can go with my thought about the promo. So
Yeah.
I want to break it down into like bits and pieces of how I think about it.
Go for
So
it.
so for the John Cena and Randy Orton segment, I thought it was pretty cool because, like Shar said, like they brought stuff from the past back in the day. For like they've been knowing each other for 25 years, as Randy Orton says. And then what's your name again? I forgot her name.
Denise?
Denise, yes. She mentioned about how it didn't get too personal, but it was a little bit. It was a one piece of there that was a little bit personal, where Randy Orton said to John Cena that he doesn't have any kids. So why don't you just grow up and make some kids? And so John Cena kind of throw back some shots and said, I've been taking care of every single body of his, like the WWE Universe's kids. So I felt like that kind of took personal, and that kind of like I felt like they were just going for like word for word, back and forth. So it was kind of pretty cool seeing that happen. And for John Cena trying to be big and bad and try to and attack Randy Orton, it just like brought back how 25 years ago how they used to like go back and forth. And so to me, I feel like John Cena, he's bringing back his thugonomics persona a little bit.
Yeah.
So I just kind of feel like that's happening. And Randy Orton just threw out the RKO. I was excited about that part. I love when he does the RKO.
Yeah.
But to conclude that, I feel like it was a good promo. And I can't wait for them to actually duke it out in Backlash. And for this to be John Cena's 17th championship, and then if Randy Orton, if he does win, this will be his 15th. He only has 14 championship titles.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. So
Yeah.
that's my take on that.
And Charlene, what about your take on this promo?
I love it. Like I've been telling my girls every single week we're discussing this whole Cena thing since he's turned heel. It's like how I mean, where's he lying to these people? Like he's been telling the truth. Like since the first promo he cut as a heel, he's been like spot on with his promos. But I like this promo. I mean, you have two veterans between Randy and Cena, and like my girl was here saying, Randy going for his 15th against Cena's 17th. I mean, I don't see Cena losing it at Backlash because I mean he just won it, and he wants to put out probably a young up and comer. So I don't see it being Orton. So I think he'll retain. But the dynamics that they both two have, the history they have dating back almost 20 years ago. I mean, I'm excited to see their match and their chemistry and anything. As long as we don't get any interference from Travis Scott or anything in that match, then I'll be all good. But
Very true.
So I'm just gonna add this one thought to it. Like I think I was telling Denise earlier and Sarah whenever she pops in. I feel like it's too soon for him to get rid of the title right away at Backlash. I know it's at Randy Orton's hometown in St. Louis, which is great because Cena is going to get the most boos ever since the ECW One Night Stand. The ECW One Night Stand lives in infamy. So once you get this crowd, that might top it. That might top it. So I'm just like, it's too soon. And I want him to like face like CM Punk for the title, maybe even Roman Reigns down the line, even AJ Styles sometime down the line.
Yeah, definitely AJ.
Yeah, definitely.
He's long overdue.
Right? Let's that's great to hear, right, Denise? That it's long overdue.
It's very long overdue. It's what, 7 years long overdue? It's been 7 years since he's held the title, like a world title.
8 years, yeah. You won it back. I know you won it back in 2016. That you held it, but I mean,
beat up John Cena.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, John Cena's my favorite of all time. So whenever she says that, like that hurts. That hurts. So it's just like,
you're okay, Mitch. You're okay.
Am I though?
I used to be a big John Cena fan when I first started watching wrestling because he's from my home state, Massachusetts. So yeah, so I used to be a big fan of his, and then I just kind of grew out of him.
Yeah, that's what happens with a lot of people because he was doing the same exact stick time and time again, and then once he turned heel, people are saying it's too late for his heel turn. Like we should have got this like a while back. What was that? Like 2012? We should have got that.
Yeah, he should have. It's just crazy because it's like, like, okay, wait till 2025 to turn. I'm like, well, he should have just turned a while back, and he wanted to.
Yeah.
But according to creative, they're like, nah.
We're gonna keep.
Let's
Never the
not
right
turn him
time.
heel. We're gonna keep him face
It was
all
never
the
the
way
right
up to
time for creative.
2025. You know.
It was never the right time for creative. Creative always wanted to hold them back and be like, no, not the right time, not the right time. We'll do it this time. We'll do this time. No, you're the top baby face.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and according to The Rock on Pat McAfee, they wanted Cody to turn heel actually first, and then once Triple H turned that down, they went to Cena. They asked Cena, he went yes, and that's how it went down. So
Yeah.
I'm like, it worked, but now with The Rock being there and not being there, it's like, why is he even there?
that was a waste. That was a total waste. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like, oh, it was because supposedly he was going to film like a movie or something, and the last time he went to do a big spot somewhere, he ended up getting seriously hurt, and he's in a
Right.
big film, so they don't want him to get hurt in this filming. So I mean, yeah, I get it, but then why even tease it in an elimination chamber that you and Travis Scott and all these people are gonna have a big say in this whole storyline and selling your
Yeah.
soul? And he's not going to be around for any of this film, so.
Yeah. Yeah. So next up actually on SmackDown, we had a big return. Like a really, really big return, and that was Aleister Black. Aleister Black made his return finally. It's crazy. So Charlene, I'm gonna start with you. How'd you feel about Aleister Black's return?
I liked it. I mean, like you're starting him off red hot. The music is killer. I like that music is such a killer. I love it. Um, feuding with the Miz right off the bat is a good way to go. I mean, as long as that's a way to get Miz slowly, maturely away from Carmelo Hayes for quite a while, that's a good thing. So yeah, working with a veteran like this Miz, who's willing to put all these people over and give him the time, I think that's a perfect fit for him. And you know, just hitting that move, except for like a little bit. I've seen videos going online from where the kick was. I don't know whose fault that was on, if it was on, and that Alistair, if it was on the Miz for not taking the kick well, but
Yeah. Bianca, right?
Yes.
All right. What do you think about the return?
I love Aleister Black. I was upset when he left from WWE. But for him to be making his return back was phenomenal, because not only that, he has the same music, he has the same entrance, the way he comes out in his entrance, and it was just like nothing changed, and I just felt like that was like the best entrance, the best pop of his debut coming back, because he wanted to be original, he wanted to be himself, and that's who he is, and I just about him, like yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Binky, how about you? What do you think about the return?
I actually loved it because like the way he like just his interaction with the Miz and hit him with the black mask, and that's one of my favorite finishers of
oh
the
yeah,
wrestler.
Yeah.
The black mask, like it's just as sick as the KOD. Well, I'm biased, so I had to throw that in there. But yeah, as for Aleister Black, it's just his return, and it's just like he's back at home. He was on AEW, but now that he has returned to WWE, and just be in that ring with Miz, with his first time being back, it's really great. It's like a vet like the Miz, just boom, just selling that move. Yeah, it was just awesome. Alistair, his return was really great, and it's great that he's able to work with his wife.
yeah. We're just
Yeah,
thinking
so
champions too. So.
yeah, she's a champion
Yeah, I
now.
was happy
So
about
it's
that.
yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if he becomes champion as well. So yeah, so
Cross your finger.
great return for Alistair.
All right. So really quick, the Sarah is actually here. She's actually on her
Yay!
phone. So Sarah, how are you?
I'm
Hello.
Hello.
good. So
Hi.
sorry, guys.
Hey, Sierra.
Hi, yeah, my computer randomly decided it wanted to do updates, and it's been doing updates for 45 minutes now.
No.
So that's fun.
It's all good. So we're actually just talking about Aleister Black's return. So
Oh my God, I am so freaking glad they did not give him a Death Rebel theme
I
song.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
Oh
like
my
Bianca was
God.
saying how like he came back, original like theme, his entrance, everything like down to the T. And I was like, thank God they did not do him dirty with his comeback. I was excited for it.
Absolutely.
Right?
yeah. So Brooklyn Joker comes in and goes, now that Aleister Black is working with Triple H, I could see him as world champ.
Oh, I could
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
For me, with the world champ, it's just like there's so many possibilities you can go, right? And
Yeah.
Aleister Black automatically making that statement with the black mask, you can put him right in that conversation.
Oh yeah.
Like he's got everything. He's got everything. And here's another thing too. It's just like when Aleister Black debuted in AEW, he was with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes was wearing a white suit. And then now
Yeah.
when he's here, the Miz was
Oh,
wearing
I
a white suit.
forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Interesting.
I cannot stand AEW. I'm
I
not an AEW guy. So I'm just like, wow. Did they do that on purpose? Or was that an accident?
No, it's a coincidence, I think. But
Yeah. Yeah. So really quick, so we can Denise, did you have anything to say about this before I go to the Cena and Orton promo for Sarah?
No, I mean, I'm with all the ladies. Like, I'm excited for him to be back. It's a fresh but familiar face that's gonna give us like more entertainment. It's different storylines. I'm excited for it. I can't wait.
All right, sounds good. Sarah, so what do you think? I know Randy Orton's your favorite, so I got it. What do you think about the promo?
I was just so tickled pink that he gave him another RKO.
Yes.
That was the best part.
That was the best part. I could agree with
Oopsie,
her.
sorry, John. Not really.
I just, like I said, with the promo they had last week on Raw, it was just so funny the way he like just randomly started rising up behind him. And I'm like, oh my God, I freaked out. I yelled so loud, woke my cat up, scared my cat. I was freaking out. I'm like, we are getting it. Oh my God, we are getting it. But on the other hand, I hope they're not just doing this for Backlash, where we're going to have a 2 week feud with these two and that's it.
I think it is. Maybe. I mean,
Oh,
I just don't see him dethroning him. He wants to probably put that title on a younger talent, possibly. And I don't know how putting the title on Randy. I know he's your favorite, but I don't know how putting the
Oh,
title
no.
on Randy elevates anybody in the or that title. If you just
You're right. No, you're right. You're right. I think, honestly, if they're going to, like the next younger talent they put that title on, honestly, well, he's not on SmackDown. I could see it being Braun Breaker.
That would be an interesting one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really interesting. So Brooklyn Joker comes in again and goes, "This is going to be John Cena versus Randy Orton, 22 matches against each other."
Yeesh.
That's crazy.
22?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
Wow.
think
I'm not surprised the amount of matches that they had against each
No.
other. Yeah.
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 Not
Well,
surprised.
look at their feud they had back in the day that when Randy was
Yeah.
crazy 2009 evil Randy Orton.
Oh
Like
yeah.
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
evil.
He was
And Randy Orton, I think it came out Randy Orton debuted 6 months before Cena did back in the day.
Yeah.
yeah.
And what I think if I remember correctly, I heard that their match at Backlash on coming up in a couple weeks, that is going to be 20, I think it's 25 years to the day
No,
that they had their first match together.
Yeah.
That's
Or
insane.
something. It was something like that, but it's
Yeah.
to the day that they had their first match. I'm like, that's incredible.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, really is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought the promo last night, like I said, I thought it was, or the promo, the Cena Randy promo, I thought it was good. They both said what they needed to say. I think it's hilarious that Randy Orton told John Cena he needs to have kids.
That's not what I
Yeah.
said.
I did not think that that's where they were going with that, but okay.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You know what
But
I
yeah.
think they should. You know what I think they should add? They should bring John Cena's father into this
Oh
because
god.
Oh, I would love that.
Oh,
because
yes,
Randy
gotta
Orton
bring the
kicked him in the
family
head.
members.
Like,
Yeah.
imagine that. Like that would be such a heel move. You
Go full
gotta do that.
circle.
Oh yeah, I can see that
But
actually.
then,
Definitely.
but
Yeah.
then, but then you want to turn that would turn Randy heel in his hometown with Cena being the heel. It just would mess up the whole mojo and everything.
Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a good
So
point.
another one of our members from the Hardcore Sports Network, Blaze Radio, is in the chat. He goes, "Hello, Queens and that Mitch guy, Naughty Blaze reporting for Diva."
Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
Blaze
it's
is
gonna
very
be such a.
Naughty Blaze.
Very
It's gonna
naughty.
be a long stream. It's gonna be a long one. Yeah. Yeah. So actually, let's go with let's start off with Binky on this one. What do you think about the whole Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker destroying Sami Zayn?
Um, it's wow, like it's not a surprise, but like, well,
Uh,
it is a surprise in a way because I thought that because of how Sammy has been this because I know Sammy, he's kind of like his behavior has been changing a little bit, and he's been just heading towards the hillside, and and with Sammy, I thought that he was gonna join the new faction that Seth has with Braun and Paul Heyman, but it turned out that Sammy's like no, and then they just destroy him. um, it was a surprise. But eventually, Sammy is going to turn, and he's probably going to join them. Either that, or he's probably going to stand alone as a heel.
Okay.
So that's where I see it.
Nice. I did not even think of that. I didn't even think of that. I was just thinking of like other people who could join that faction, and Sami Zayn was not even on my list. He was not even coming to the thought thing. So,
Yeah.
all right. Bianca, right?
Yes.
All right, go
I
for it.
was waiting for you to come to let me go. I was when I was watching SmackDown last night, and when Sammy and Jey Uso was having that talk backstage, all I kept saying in my head was, Sammy's going to attack Jey. He's going to attack Jey. And then, like Binky said, he's going to join Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker in the faction. And he's going, and I feel like Sami Zayn is going to go after Jey Uso for the title. And that's what I believe.
Wow.
And
Okay.
I'm afraid of Braun Breaker, I ain't gonna lie, because
Yeah.
he's a psychopath. I don't know. When he be running around in the ring, going in circles to spear somebody, oh no, I do not want to be that person who got speared.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Brooklyn Joker comes in. Watch. Becky Lynch joins Seth Rollins' group.
I would
Oh,
love that.
I've been hearing that a lot.
That'd be
I've been hearing that.
I've had my own theory on that whole thing too. We talked about this like on our show last week too. So I'll tie that in with this story, but the whole thing with Seth, I'm with my girls. Like you can see why we're so like closely knitted because I've been on the Sammy turning bandwagon too because you look back to a few weeks ago when he's hovering behind Jay during the celebration and everything. I thought, oh man, he's gonna turn on him too and everything. And I thought he was gonna possibly align with this new group too, but it looks like he's not right now. And it's weird, but the whole Becky part of that thing too is like my theory. I saw a lot of the theories and I pitched this to my girls and they're like, that's an interesting theory. I was like, what happens if Paul Heyman decided to create his own female version of this group? You know, have Becky be the leader with Roxanne and possibly Julia because he's coming into the main roster acting all heels on the main roster on Raw with Becky. I mean, maybe he has his own female version of this group.
Yeah,
I mean,
Ooh.
maybe. Yeah.
I would not mind that. And thank you, Blaze, for being such a great mod and putting the link right here. So, guys, please go subscribe to Off the Top Rope podcast. There's a link. The link is also in the description as well. So give them a subscribe. We're going to be doing a lot of work or content together in the future. We're actually working on a Evolution watch along with you ladies. So that will be fun.
sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
That is what me and BlackHart were talking about. So we got a couple
sweet.
stuff in the works. So
Yeah.
that should
Cool.
be fun. That should be fun. And all and then Blake goes, you see, I'm much cooler than Mitch, but he tries. I'll admit it, that was a good help.
Mhm.
That was a good help. I'll admit that. So Denise, what do you think about this? Because you told me you had a lot to say about this. So
I mean, I did, but hearing their thoughts on this,
right.
I'm intrigued and I can see all of that happening.
Right.
Like I can see it. I mean, Sammy is due for a heel turn. He's been
Yeah.
face for a while, so
Yeah.
he's due for it. So I could definitely see him finally like thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. It's haunting him, and then he joins them to be that fourth person. And I mean, I could also, like Bianca said, he goes after Jay for the title because I mean,
Yeah.
I can't even say that there's no way he could take it off of Gunther because he took the IC title off of Gunther, but
Yeah.
it just seems like a more realistic opponent for Sammy, just simply because they do have like the history, they know each other well, so that's going to serve for a very good match. Like they work well in the ring together, so I mean I could definitely see that happening. And as for Charlene with the lady, or was that you, Mitch, with the ladies? Like,
Okay.
okay, it was you. Paul
Yeah.
coming up with a lady faction and everything. Like, I'm down for Julia.
Roxanne.
Yeah, dude, I love Roxanne. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm trying to think of
And
like
Becky.
Becky.
Yes, Becky. Even Becky joining, like, not just have her be a part of both of them. That would be
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm for that.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm for it.
Yeah. So Sarah, you would like to answer this, and I'll bring up Bleach's comment after.
Sure.
Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker destroying Sami Zayn.
Yeah. I felt really bad for Sammy, but I kind of figured that was the route that's what was going to happen. Because when you think about it, if Sami Zayn goes to SmackDown, he's going to end up getting in Drew McIntyre's way because McIntyre has been gunning for the, what is that, the Undisputed Championship, and
Yeah.
Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre have had issues in the past and they've had a bunch of matches and everything like that. So, it doesn't really make sense for him to go to SmackDown. At least in my mind, it didn't. It just didn't make sense. And plus, ever since Sammy's been a babyface, he never runs away from a fight.
No.
He does not back down. He does not run away from a fight. He fights for what he believes in, which I
Yeah.
completely understand. But it was like when you brought up the way when he was congratulating Jey Uso, that was my first thought. I'm like, oh shit, here we go. We're gonna see the heel turn. Here we go. He just had that look on his face. I'm like, he's gonna pelt Jay with that belt.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna whack him with that belt. I'm like, oh God, here we go. Here we go. Sammy heel turn. So I've been kind of expecting it for a little bit now. Because it seems to be too, whenever Kevin Owens turns heel, Sammy turns heel.
Yeah.
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 They're
I
very
think
aligned that way.
Yeah. They
Because
are best
it
friends
makes a
in real
lot of
life.
sense. A lot of
Yeah.
sense.
Definitely.
like
But I kind of thought, like I said, as soon as Paul Heyman walked out of that room that Sammy was in, and you saw the look on Braun Breaker's face, I'm like, yeah, they're basically going to feed Sammy to Braun Breaker. There's no way he's
Oh
going to
yeah.
back down. He is not taking this deal.
No.
He is going to get annihilated by Braun Breaker. I mean, that guy can run. What did they say? He can run the ropes at
24
25
miles
miles an hour.
That's crazy.
23, 24. Yeah.
That is absolutely insane. That is
Oh
absolutely insane. So I'm like, yeah, no. I said he is going to. We're going to be seeing Sami Zayn's funeral memes like we saw Carlito funeral memes a few weeks
Yeah.
ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
oh my god, it still bothers me that Carlito is still here. It still
Right.
bothers
Oh,
me.
It bothers me too.
don't get me started with Carlito.
no.
Carlito, to me, he's not believable as a heel. That's
Right.
just
No.
me.
Yep,
He's like the goofy heel.
Yes.
I agree.
Hey
Oh,
Courtney, what is
Courtney.
up? How you
Courtney.
doing, Courtney?
Hi,
Great
Corey.
to meet you. Great to meet you. So for me here, how do I feel about it? Braun Breaker's the next Batista. I'm just gonna say that right now. If they
What's
decide to
surprised
go
by
to
that?
if they decide to go the evolution route, do I see them going that way? Perhaps, but you
Yeah.
just gotta make Braun that unstoppable force, and that's
Oh
what they did. How many spears on Sami Zayn?
yeah.
5?
Like a good 3 or 4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Mm.
2
Oh
outside the
my
ring. 1
god,
outside the ring, 3 in the ring.
it's
I
crazy.
feel
But
I feel like Braun Breaker doesn't stop his spears until he's satisfied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he is
Yeah.
satisfied, and when you see his skin color turn pink and reddish, he's satisfied.
Yeah.
No.
He's satisfied because I can't deal with Braun Breaker. Oh man, he is dangerous.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
so,
and and it's crazy because with this faction and in the future, if they split up, I can see Braun turning on Seth.
Oh,
yes.
that's
I can
definite.
see that
That's
too.
definitely not
100%.
right.
And Seth will go back to being a baby face.
Oh
100%.
I can see
yeah.
that happening. It's like evolution, evolution just
Yeah.
okay,
Thumbs
time
up.
to kick Seth out. As
Thumbs
they
up.
did with the first thing they did with I believe Bautista.
Yeah, the
They'll
thumbs
probably
up.
do the same thing with Seth. Just
I know.
Yeah.
thumbs down to Seth.
So
Right?
History
like
repeats itself.
yeah, yeah, and WWE always likes to do that. So really quick, let me go back to Blaze's comment real quick. Who do you
Mhm.
guys want to be the third man if you could book it? And do you like the apparent name trifecta of terror?
That's a good question. Ooh.
That's not a troll question. I'm happy. I'm happy. It's not a troll question. So yeah, whoever wants to take it, take it.
For the name, I don't know if I like it as much because you keep thinking about the word they keep using a lot. They keep using the word vision for the future, like vision of the for the future. That's their vision. So you would think maybe like a name like vision of terror, or vision of like future vision or something like along those lines of that. I don't
Yeah,
know. Like I said, who do I want to look for a third man? I mean, if we can't have Sammy or something, I mean, I don't know. We were discussing this on our show too. Like, who would we add as a third member? I mean, I was like, if you could easily break this guy away from the Miz right now, I said a perfect name to fit would be a guy like Carmelo Hayes. We've even discussed like a Trick Williams, who's been heel on the NXT, calling him up and letting him align with his fashion and learning from the best. So any way to get any of those two away from like this Miz and everything, that would be perfect.
I would
Yeah.
love that. Carmelo Hayes again. I was not even thinking about Carmelo for my picks. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Whoever has another name, you guys can throw it into the hat or throw it in the pot. Montez Ford, Courtney says.
Hmm.
Gotta get off
Ah,
the tag titles first.
Yeah.
yes.
Hey, don't even get me
I
started on that tag team.
Oh
Oh my
yeah.
god, that should have been at Mania. That
I
should have
will
been
I
at Mania.
I'm
Don't
gonna
know
go
that
off the loop with this.
Yeah.
I have a name that I'm gonna say that I feel like that it might be another person who's going to join them,
Yeah,
and this person attacked Jey Uso like because he wants the title as well, and I'm gonna just say Logan Paul.
Absolutely not. I
I'm gonna say Logan
do
Paul.
that.
Ah,
No,
no.
because listen, hear me out. The reason why I say that is because remember when I said to you, yeah, I kept feeling like Sami Zayn is going to attack Jey Uso for the title. Also, Logan Paul wants the title as well. So
Yeah.
not only that, when Logan Paul had that promo, he mentioned Seth Rollins' name as well in it.
So, I
So
hope not.
so I have, if you can disagree, Char, I know you like to disagree with me, but but I like to go off the loop of things, and I like to be the oddball when it comes to like my
yeah.
choices. So I just think that Logan may not be Logan Paul or something like that. So yeah.
All right, Bianca, you got a name? Oh, Binky, I'm sorry. Oh,
Like, okay, what?
I'm
so
so sorry.
Okay.
so the trifecta, right?
Yeah,
The
trifecta,
faction.
and do you have a
It's like a
name?
faction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. So it could be like any name.
Any name.
Any name, yeah.
Let's see. I would let's see. Well, I would say let's see. I have to think.
Uh,
Uh
I got a name. I'm keeping it
so
in
maybe
my
maybe
pocket.
the I would say the Holy Three. I don't know.
Okay. All right. And if you had to add someone to the faction, who would it be?
um I would add so besides Seth and Braun, right?
Rod and
Yeah.
Heyman, yeah.
Let's see.
Okay.
I would add Drew McIntyre, but he's on SmackDown.
Okay.
All right. All right. Denise, how
I
about you?
think that name.
Hilarious because I was literally just about to say Drew.
You were about to
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
Drew. I'm walking off.
Yeah.
You were about to say
I
Drew.
was.
Sarah, do you believe this? Because I don't believe this. Not you, Siri. Sarah, do you
Because
believe this? I don't believe that.
he's got the build, he's got the staff, he's got everything to complete that faction.
Mhm.
And
I,
being delusional as well.
thank you.
But they keep
Yeah.
giving him over, and he keeps losing.
Yeah. I mean, he just won at Mania, though. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's
that's
gonna
Yeah.
lose
yeah,
that
that's
fatal
probably
four
like
way.
the only win he had for like almost a month and some change.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm shocked right now. Like literally shocked. So
Yeah, literally just sitting there thinking. I was like, who would be? And I was like, I'm gonna say Drew. And then
Yeah,
say Drew. And I was just
to
like,
me, if
I'm clipping this because I don't believe it still. I still don't believe it. Uh
it's like on
Sarah,
top
what
of
about
my head.
yeah, Sarah, what about you? If you had to pick someone with the faction.
So if I had to pick somebody, I was thinking along the lines. I know somebody already said Carmelo Hayes,
yeah.
but but my initial thought was since this is supposed to be, they're supposed to be quote unquote the future of the industry, the future of pro wrestling. I could see them putting somebody from NXT, like calling up somebody from NXT
okay.
and putting them in this faction to
Mhm.
be mentored by the other three
Yeah.
because you got Paul Heyman, who's a freaking genius. You got
Yeah.
Seth Rollins, who is incredible, and Seth Rollins does not have bad matches. Period.
Yeah.
He
No.
made a match with Omos seem good. I'm sorry, but that was took a miracle.
Yeah.
And then you got Braun Breaker, a guy who is newer to the main roster, but he's been very, very, very successful in his own right. So I
Yeah.
could completely see it being them calling somebody up from NXT and putting them in with it. Because when I think of, I don't know why, but when I see those three together, I think of what Judgment Day was. Like when Rhea
Yeah.
Ripley came on board,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
called her up from NXT and she was part of Judgment Day. So that's why I was thinking it would be somebody from NXT. I really like the idea of Trick Williams because he's been a heel
Yeah, we said that too.
before.
I said that one too.
You know, I could totally see it being a heel Trick Williams or maybe another heel from that they call up from NXT.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I
I
think I
am.
have a name.
Hit me. Who you got?
That I just want to just comment what Sarah has been saying.
Yeah.
So that name that you just mentioned from NXT, not just Trick. What about Ethan Page?
That was mine. I was waiting for that.
Ethan
Yeah,
Page
I
will
could
be great.
totally
He'd be
see. I
perfect
could
for that too.
totally
Yes,
see that.
because I love him. You know,
Oh
I
my
dig
god.
him.
What?
You
Uh,
don't like no Ethan Page?
no, I'm good with Ethan Page. That was my
Steve, but
that was my pick. That was gonna be my pick. Because I have another name and a lot of people hate it. I don't like this name personally, but I'm gonna throw it in there. Austin Theory. Once he
Oh,
breaks
Oh,
once he breaks up
uh,
with the
see?
see,
no.
not a lot of people like it. I'm just throwing it out there.
I mean, the
I'm,
way he's been booked, I don't know.
you have to
I'm
book
just
him
throwing
stronger. You'd have to book him
huh?
a hell of a lot stronger to put him in that fashion because
Yeah,
those three alone right now they look super strong. You put Fury in there who's relatively done nothing with Grayson Waller and they haven't
yeah,
really been on TV at all. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
you'd have to seriously rebuild him from the ground
He
up.
has
Exactly.
been part of the longest breakup storyline, I think, in
Oh, I
wrestling
hated that.
history.
I
Yeah,
hated that. They teased the breakup between Waller and Theory for so long now and never pulled a damn
Dude,
trigger on it.
it's like it's this crap is ridiculous. It's like break them up already.
Right. Like,
yeah,
they're
Because they're
not
not going
really
to do nothing with
they're
him.
not doing anything really. Just,
yeah.
They're not. They're not
I
Yeah.
no.
think it's because the way that like compared to Grayson, um Austin Theory, he hasn't been booked very well.
right.
So
No.
Right.
just split them up. Just maybe have Grayson turn on Theory and just let them go their separate ways. Just do it the
Exactly.
barbershop. Like hit them with the rockers. Okay? Like give it
Yes.
that HBK Marty Jannetty. Like, come on now. Just pull that and just have Grayson as HBK and Theory as Marty Jannetty. Just barbershop, please.
I'm just
Ah.
surprised it hasn't happened yet. I'm
Huh?
surprised Grayson hasn't turned on him yet. That's what's funny with you mentioning
Yeah.
it.
Right?
Yeah.
They keep teasing it. They kept teasing it for so long that they were gonna break up when he would put himself first above Fury all the time. And then they never went ahead and pulled the trigger. They go, oh, let's go after the tag titles. Oh, let's go do this. Break
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. So yeah, that was just one name. And then a female you guys already mentioned Becky Lynch. That was gonna be mine as well. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's the one that makes the most sense out of any name. Out
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
any name. So speaking of Becky Lynch,
Wait a
how'd you
second.
get yeah,
Wait a second. I just thought of something else. So
go for it.
I promise this won't take long. So
Go
you
for it.
know how they've been teasing Finn Balor getting kicked out of Judgment Day?
Yes.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
if it's him?
But if they
Mm.
think about it, Judgment Day, I think he'd be turning babyface. Like, if it's
Yeah.
Judgment Day would be heels, I
You
think
think
he'd be
so?
face.
He's
He
due to
Yeah.
be a baby face.
he can be
Oh,
Dom, be like a heel turn on a heel. He can turn heel again.
yeah,
I
I could. That's
I
what I
think
was thinking because
That would be
he's
funny.
been getting they, what is that nickname? People keep calling him Pin Balor,
and
um,
Yeah.
Finn Balor,
which
yeah.
is really mean. But
Yeah. I think
I
he's
could
going to
see
be
him
turning
wanting
babyface.
to.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
and
I think they're going to
I
do that.
understand him being a baby face when he leaves,
Yeah.
when he gets kicked out of Judgment Day. I was just thinking,
Yeah.
like, kind of spitballing there, like, hey, what
Yeah.
if maybe it's
Yeah.
him?
I would agree with you on that. I didn't have a hunch that he was gonna be. I have a hunch he's getting kicked out soon, but like the way they've been treating him in that group, with not telling him about any of these matches, not telling him about people coming back or people coming in, and, like starting to, like look at Liv and them. They put Finn was in that ladder match. Didn't even bother. Waited until Finn was out of the room, and then Liv, I'm gonna go tell Pierce to put Dominic in the match because you've been doing all this work and everything. I mean, the writing's on
Yeah.
the wall.
So, really quick, Denise and I on our last show, the phenomenal breakdown about the whole podcast revolving around AJ Styles, we were talking about his matchup potentially with Dom, right? Potentially with
Yeah.
that match. I don't want to see that, but and then we were just bringing up maybe Finn could help AJ in that
Yeah.
match, and then that's where it could start breaking, and that's where the face turn actually happens.
Yeah.
I agree with you because the only reason why I think that would be a good fit to happen is because look how the way Finn Balor kept looking at Dom when Dom was like, flashing the title at him.
Yeah.
And it's like Finn really wants that title. And it's like AJ Styles wants the title, so it's like it would be a good connect for the AJ Styles and Finn Balor to go at it for the title if AJ wins the title from Dom.
I know they have no connection, but think about it. Finn helping AJ. I mean, that Bullet Club connection would have to be really strong, wouldn't it? Like, help a fellow Bullet Club brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing I have to say about Finn Balor leaving Judgment Day is I really hope that they don't drag it out and drag out
Yeah.
a feud with
Yeah.
him and Dom or him
I
and
agree.
JD McDonough the way
Yeah.
they drug out Damian Priest and Finn Balor
Yeah.
matches. I mean, that
Yeah.
we were getting that weekly and it was
Oh
so
yeah.
boring.
Yeah.
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 Week after week after week after week.
Yeah.
So we were talking about Becky Lynch a bit earlier. For Laura Valkyria for the IC title, how do you guys feel about that? Denise, let's start off with you because I'm not for it. Honestly, I'm not. So
For the match at all?
yeah, how do you
Well, I
feel about it? And
Well,
you and
I
I talked about it briefly.
Yeah, I think we saw it coming just because of what happened. Not
Yeah.
only the Monday after WrestleMania as well as last night. I think with that it was bound to happen eventually.
Yeah, as you guys can see, I get trolled by the chat and these two 24/7.
Hi, Chad. But no, yeah, I can see it happening. And well, I mean, I'm starting to like Lyra. She's definitely growing on me. But
Yeah.
while I love Becky, I can see Lyra beating her to retain. And that could help Becky to spiral more out of control, which would help her towards what we were talking about earlier with Paul Heyman and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we all saw it coming, like I said, just because of what had happened after WrestleMania. But just have it done, be out of the way, and then both can go on their own, like in their own direction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Charlene, how do you feel about this?
We kind of were like talking about this on our show too. Like we didn't like it at first. 'Cause what happened at WrestleMania with putting the titles on Becky and Lyra, only for it to be a stupid 1 day reign, completely unnecessary when you could have just easily done this heel turn at the pay per view and like kept the titles on, Raquel and Liv and just did that storyline there, and then have the Raw after Mania. You could have her interact, you know,
Yeah.
the match, like, it could be a good match. I just don't know because, like, if you do that match, I have a weird feeling that you don't want to kill Becky's momentum as a heel right off the bat since she just came back. I don't know if they would hesitate to pull the trigger and put the title on. I mean, I think it would be a mistake because you want to start building your talent up and everything. And Lyra, she's still, she's been really good in the ring. She's been carrying that women's division on Raw. But I don't think I would be surprised if they pull a trigger and decide to put the title on her. Just for the sake of it.
Bianca, how about you?
I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like
I'm right
it
there with you.
because I feel as when Becky won the title at WrestleMania, I felt like that was too soon.
Yeah.
That was too soon because it makes me feel like it's a Charlotte 2.0 because Charlotte's been in and out, coming back, winning titles after title.
Yeah.
Now it's like Becky's been out for a while. She's coming back from WrestleMania and then wins the title. It's deja vu. I feel like, and I just feel like Lyra should have helped. I feel like they should have given more time for Lyra.
Yeah,
and,
I agree.
And as for like, and then like, I don't think the tag team titles with them two was the best fit for them because not only Lyra being the champion for one title, it's like, why have another title and be like
That's
Becky?
my problem. That was my problem with it too. It was like when I seen her holding the IC title and the tag, I'm like, why? Like, why does she need two titles? What's she doing with both?
Because it feels like you're making it seem like how Becky was Becky two belts, and then it's just like why you have two belts with Lyra. So it's like, I don't know. I just don't like this combo at all. I don't.
I'm right there with you. Binky, how about you?
I agree. I agree with you, Mitch and Bianca. I honestly, the build up is trash. Because at WrestleMania, what was the point of Becky replacing Bailey? Let's talk about Bailey.
I was about to say that.
Bailey,
Yeah.
she got screwed.
Yeah.
And then she apparently got attacked, and it wasn't a surprise that Becky was behind it, and she revealed that last night.
Yeah.
So it's like the build up is trash. And it's like, and what was the point of Becky and Lyra winning the tag titles at WrestleMania? And
to make Lyra comfortable, maybe.
Yeah, like Liv and Raquel, they should have retained.
Yeah.
And have Becky and Lyra just they lost, and then next minute Becky turns on Lyra. They should have just done that on Sunday.
Agreed.
Instead of just doing that last night.
Yeah. Sarah, how about you?
I agree. The build has just been trash. I totally agree. Like, I think it's completely pointless for Becky and Lyra to win the tag titles on Sunday just to lose them on Monday. That was absolutely stupid. That was so stupid. They could have easily done that heel turn at WrestleMania. Easily.
That's what I've been saying all yeah.
Yep, they could have easily done that at WrestleMania. One thing that I thought was kind of interesting last night during the Lyra Becky promo was that Becky didn't say, "Oh, I'll have a match with you if you put up the Intercontinental Championship."
Yeah,
Lyra offered it willingly. It's like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
No. They make the baby face look so stupid doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I'm like, that doesn't make a bit of sense at all. And it seemed like she was, I mean, look back at that, watch that promo back, like she was getting the what chant, which the crowds do that when they're not liking what, they're giving somebody a hard time.
Right.
And I don't think Lyra is a bad promo at all, but she was getting the what treatment last night from the crowd, which was very weird to hear and see. But her promo got stronger as it went along.
Yeah.
But it seemed like she was just like kind of dragging it out of Becky Lynch. And then of course Becky Lynch threw that almighty temper tantrum. Which I just thought it just looked so ridiculous and funny. To me, it looked ridiculous and funny, but I mean, I guess I'm like, Lyra, what has she done with the Intercontinental Championship? Maybe they should put it on Becky so that she can elevate it, and then they can have one of the call-up people, one of the people that call up from NXT perhaps get it. Or, I don't know, put it on Dakota Kai.
Yeah.
They should have
Yeah.
done that in the first place.
That's why I said that's who I think should have won it.
And she just came out and said she's not hurt or anything, and she just wants to wrestle again, but she's not being used on TV. So someone needs to offer me
Crazy.
that fucking explanation as to why she's not being utilized on TV. If she's not hurt.
That is insane. That's insane. If she is not hurt, she should absolutely be maybe not in matches necessarily, but at the very least she should be accompanying Io.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to point this out. As for Lyra, instead of just being in a tag team with Becky, she should have defended her title at WrestleMania. And I don't know why they didn't put her defending the title against someone.
But they didn't do the same thing with Chelsea Green either. They were going to have a special thing with her doing some special thing at WrestleMania with her, and pull the trigger off that at the last minute too. So if they were going to put the trigger on a women's mid-card title for Chelsea, I don't see why they would let Lyra defend her title mid-card either. They'll probably, you only have 2 or 3 big women's matches. You don't need 5.
No.
For me, this is how I see it, right? Like, I think of Bailey and all the hard work she has put in.
Yeah.
I just think about her, and what are the odds that they're going to make this a triple threat match at Backlash? I can still see that happening, but then you have Becky win, and then you have Becky and Bailey go on into the next PLE, pretty much Evolution or something, or Saturday Night's Main Event, who knows? But that's where I see it going, because they owe Bailey a receipt. They owe Bailey huge.
They definitely do.
That's what I'm thinking.
Two of the 4 horsewomen.
Yeah. It sucks. It really sucks. You know what does not suck, though? I just thought of this. How about the interaction with John Cena and R-Truth? How about that interaction, right?
Oh my god, that was
it's never a dull moment when it comes to R-Truth.
R-Truth, right?
He is a comical act.
It is. It's never
R-Truth. He is a national treasure that should be protected at all costs.
He really is.
Yeah.
I love R-Truth.
They need to boost him up and give him some type of title or something.
They have
not a tag title either.
Treating him like a joke.
Not a tag title.
Very good in the ring.
Like a damn joke.
And he's very good in the ring if they actually let him execute properly.
Yeah. So, do you guys see John Cena and R-Truth potentially having a match?
Oh, yeah.
No, yes. I hear no, yes.
No, I don't think so. The way R-Truth has been booked lately, I don't see it.
I don't see it. And I don't see it because Cena only has like X amount of appearances left. He only has like 24 or 25 appearances left. He's not going to waste one of his appearances on a match with R-Truth. Like, I mean, you might get some funny backstage segments, but matches, like, why would he waste it on something this small when he could use those appearances to build up to a match with somebody, or use that to cut a promo to build his feud? It makes more sense for him to do it that way instead.
R-Truth is not scared to call out somebody, even on a funny moment. And he will call somebody out during a match. And if he called during them times when John Cena and him had them funny moments backstage, I have a feeling somewhere along the line, John Cena and R-Truth are going to have a non-title or just a regular match before he leaves, before he finishes his tour. I just have a gut feeling for that. And I'm for it. I'm for that. If it does.
I miss R-Truth in the ring. Like, I loved him in TNA, the whole thing with
so good. Ron Killings was so good and underrated in TNA.
Like, I miss the whole him with Adam Pac-Man Jones, the football player. That was gold. That was great. R-Truth doing all the work and Pac-Man just gets the football and runs around. Like, I love that. I miss that.
And he don't
Uh,
even wrestle and hang in the ring in
he can
TNA.
still
And
go.
why the hell we're not getting that? We're just getting more comedy, comedy feel with our truth instead of letting him go in the ring, which he can do, and he's proven in TNA. Like, blows my mind. Like,
Yeah.
Mm.
Our Truth is 53 years old. I
Yeah.
just looked that up.
Oh my
That is
God, really?
crazy.
mhm.
That's insane.
And actually, I think John Cena's about like what, 45, 46, 49?
No,
I
He's
think
like
it's
48,
48.
48.
48.
he
Yeah,
48.
turned
Cena's
48.
48.
Yeah.
One of
Put
the
this in perspective.
yeah.
I believe Triple H is only 52
Yeah.
or he's 53. And he's
Oh,
already
okay.
had heart issues and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And
Triple
our
H is
truth is
55. Triple H is 55.
Yeah,
Yeah.
55.
55. Okay, so Triple H is the same age as my much older brother. So that's crazy to me that Triple H retired from the ring
And our truth
when
is
he was our truth's age.
Yeah.
And our truth is he can still go.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for real.
Yeah.
I
Most
love
some of
our
these
truth.
men can go.
He's one of the best things about WWE. I
Oh,
just love
definitely.
him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
How can we not love our Truth? If you really hate our
Especially
Truth, like,
There's something wrong
especially all
with
the stuff
you.
he did, with Judgment Day. Oh my God, that
Oh,
that
my
crap
God.
had
Oh
me
yeah, he
rolling.
started
That was
doing
the
Judgment
best
Day.
one.
I
And
can't.
the
And
jelly
then Damian
rolls. Oh
and
my
Rhea, they
God.
looked at him
I still
crazy
can't. I
like.
still can't. I swear, my favorite art truth moment has to go all the way back to Money in the Bank 2016 when he's like, oh, like, this and this, and he was making a joke like, oh, like, I'm afraid of climbing ladders and all this stuff. He was like,
Yeah.
I got
and they're like, what are you
acrophobia,
doing?
y'all.
Like, what are you
Yeah.
doing? Like, what are you doing? My
You're not
bad.
in the match.
He can
I'm
make he
sorry.
can make
Oh,
yeah, he can
my
make,
bad.
his coworkers break character. It's like it should
Yep.
hmm
he had
Or
Brock
the
Lesnar break character.
Oh
And
my
Yeah.
that's
God.
difficult.
That was
Yeah.
so funny.
yeah.
Remember him in the Women's Royal Rumble?
Oh my God, yes.
Oh.
Oh, when he got so like
Oh, so
I
funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
that was
So
funny.
I gotta ask this: which moment was funnier, our Truth in the Women's Royal Rumble or Titus O'Neil doing the slide?
Oh
I
man.
need ring.
Oh, God.
I gotta give it to Titus because I
Titus.
could not
Yes.
stop
That
laughing.
was so memeable. That moment was so memeable that everyone was posting that online. Where it was like,
Yeah.
I could not stop laughing. And then
Oh
for
my
them to
God,
keep
so
playing it
funny.
over and over and over again, it was hilarious.
yeah. The next pay per view
Yeah,
after Backlash is the all female pay per view.
it's yeah, I think it's Evolution. I think
Yeah,
I
Evolution.
Evolution, yeah.
Nice.
it's Evolution is July 5th. I think.
Mhm.
So I mean, there is an NXT roadblock or something coming up at the end of the month. I know that.
I know,
But
and then they have Backlash. NXT's Backlash is the same day as Double or Nothing. So in
Yeah.
May.
Yeah.
I can't watch AEW. I just can't. I
I
I can't.
that's my promotion. That's my promotion. So I mean, it is.
I mean, I can't watch the whole pay per view till like 1 in the morning. I just can't. Yeah. Hey, so this was fun. Really fun chatting wrestling with you ladies here. So make sure you guys
Absolutely.
hit the like and subscribe to Over the Top Rope podcast, Over the Top
Yes,
Rope
please do.
Network. Yeah, guys, please do. Sarah and Denise is going to be on their show on May 17th. So on May
Nice.
17th on Saturday, that is when it's going to happen. So make sure you mark your calendars there.
Yes.
I'll be watching.
Woohoo!
So hopefully,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, that's great.
Definitely need
And
to tune in.
Blake's jokes. Nice to meet all you ladies, and congrats on surviving a show with Mitch.
Oh, thank
Oh,
you.
Yes.
thank you so
Oh,
much. Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
You guys
Uh,
so much. It means a lot.
Of course, and don't worry, guys, because the Evolution watch along is going to be all the ladies together.
Yeah,
So it's
baby.
gonna,
Yeah.
so it's going to be on both channels. I still got to talk to Blackheart, but my goal is to have it on both channels. I'll run it from behind the scenes, and we'll just go from there.
Yes.
So,
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
yep, here's the link again. Oh my God,
Yes,
Denise.
please support us.
Oh, thank you.
No,
Thanks for the
Denise, does
support.
Blades read your mind?
Queenie
I'm just,
Mingo. Yes, it
does
is.
Blades read your mind? Like, does Blades like read your mind? Because he's been calling there for the whole hour.
Okay.
Alright, guys. Alright, make sure you guys. And also, guys, hit the like and subscribe on the Stream Punk Combat. We're also live on their network as well. So make sure you do
Yeah.
that. Oh, you'll be hanging out with Kelly. Nice. You won't be there. Hey, take me with you. Take me with you.
Nope.
No. Did you really have to say nope?
Of course I did.
Aw.
Sarah, great job being here due to technical difficulties.
I am so sorry. Oh my god, this
Oh,
is like
Lord.
ridiculous.
Don't be sorry. Don't be
It's
sorry.
okay.
Happens
It's
all the
okay,
time.
Sarah.
Hey, I know. I tell you, we had technical difficulties like every week with one
Yeah.
of us, so it was like not a big deal, no issue whatsoever.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, we have the scorecard. So
Like I said,
Kelly
it would
is
be-
not in your bed right now.
Oh, good lord.
Like I
And then
said, Blaze
and
having
then-
an orgy right now.
And then Blaze goes, "Don't be sorry, be Sarah."
I'm
That's a good
always
one.
Sarah.
All right. We'll catch you all later, guys. Have a great rest of your night. And
Take
next week, Queen to the
care.
Ring. See you guys. Have a good one.